I'm Kayla from Paper Beads by Janice May. Today I'm going to show you how to make jewelry that you can buy very inexpensively, like I did this bracelet at Ross. I bought it for $7.99, and turn it into something like new, something that you might typically like. What I'm going to do is mix these Evil Eye beads that I like with some of these dangles that I made. First, I'm going to show you how to make the dangles. I used the large round paper beads, some head pins, some little spacers, and you're going to need elastic cord to string this bracelet. So, first things first, we are going to take a head pin. This is a 20 gauge and it has a pretty big end to it, just because these holes are typically big, but I am going to use a spacer, so we shouldn't have a problem. You're going to put the spacer on first, the little daisy spacers. Take the paper bead, put it onto the head pin. What you're going to do is bend this 90 degrees as close as you can to the paper bead. So, just going to kind of bend it to the side, like that. Just like that, to get it nice and close. You're also going to need your round nose pliers. And you're going to put your pliers like this, make a loop like this, turn your pliers like this, like that, and complete the loop. Now, we're not wire wrapping. What we're doing is we're making like a sidewards loop. So you're just going to kind of place your plier back in here. You're just going to make one more loop around. Position your wire so you can make another complete loop. So after you have two rounds, it's going to look like this. You're going to turn it around, and you want this as close, like as tight as you possibly can, so you don't have this right here dangling. So you're going to just kind of turn it, make it as tight as you can. And then you're going to take your flesh cutters and you're just going to snip it like that. And then you can kind of just like press it together if you'd like, but it's going to look like this. Okay? So we're going to do this again. Take your head pin, take your daisy spacer, put the spacer on, the paper bead on, make your 90-degree loop or your bend like this. Take your round nose pliers, clamp them on like that. Bend the head pin away from you. Turn it. Complete your loop. Position switch sides, position it so you can make another loop. Okay? After you have two, you're just going to make it as tight as you can and just turn it, just like that. And after you have it as tight as you like it, just going to snap it like that with your flesh cutters. And there. You have the little loops. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn, I already have made other dangles, so now we're just going to get started on making the bracelet. I'm going to take this apart. I'm just going to use a couple of these, the colors that I like best, the ones that will go with the paper beads. Some blacks, some pinks, whites. Okay. And then I can save this. I have all this that I can use with something else. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my elastic. I'm going to put a stopper on the end so none of my beads come off. Let me move this. I'm going to strand on these black beads that I have. I'm going to put on about 6. have about 10 inches of elastic here, just to let you know. And then I'm going to put on black bead. Then I'm going to put on 3 dangles in groups of 3. So you should just get the elastic through. String on the dangles like this. And since the loops are on the side, they typically will kind of lay together like this. So they'll make a little, okay. And then you're just going to add your beads and just continue with the pattern. Now I have finished rounding my beads onto the elastic, so I'm going to show you how to correctly tie a knot. Okay, so what you're going to do, first take your stopper off, if you're using one. You're going to go right over left, tie it, and then left over right. Just make a nice little snug knot. Don't pull it too hard, because if you do, it'll break. So, what you're going to do is you're going to glue the knot. This is Hypo Cement. GS Hypo Cement has a nice little precision applicator, which makes it easy for you to let me tie one more knot. Makes it easy. It makes the knot not come undone so easily. So, what you're going to do is take your Hypo Cement and just dab some glue right on this knot, and then you're going to let it dry for about 5 minutes. If you don't have any Hypo Cement, you can just use clear nail polish. That will work as well. So just let it dry, make sure your knot is nice and secure, and just let it dry for about 5 minutes. And then you're just going to, after it's dry, you're just going to take your flesh cutters and cut the ends off. And then you have a bracelet.